Hello guys, Delo304 here, and today we are going to do a video of the iPod Touch first generation. You're going to do a full review of it because I've used it for a while and I want to do a full review now. So, the first thing we should do, I believe, is we should get into what's on the device itself. So, on the front here, I believe we have a 3.5-inch display. Quote me if I'm wrong. I mean, leave a comment below if I'm wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure it's 3.5. Here we have the simple home button. On the top here, we have the sleep wake button. We have the little Wi-Fi black thing right there, and that is it. Oh, and on the bottom, we have the dock connector, and we have a headphone port. That is all of the ports on the whole device to speak of. On the back, we just have the Apple logo and the iPod logo. It's very reflective. As you can see, there's me and the Sony video camera I'm using. It does have the 8GB logo right there and some confidential stuff. As you can see, the back is very, very scratched. That just happens from wear and tear because the backs of these iPods only look good for about 5 minutes. On the front, we have a flawless black LCD display, but it is a fingerprint magnet. But ever since this device was new, the last owner kept a screen protector on it, used it in a case, so the screen was immaculate when I got it. I pulled the screen protector off and it looked great. So yeah, there's no scuffs on the screen at all. But one of the big cons with this device is fingerprints. You can see they're all over the place with this thing. It'll suck the fingerprints from across the room. Anyways, let's go ahead and wake it up. So here's the screen. Up here we just have, the standard iPod thing in the corner. Hey, let me go ahead and unlock it, actually. So here's the screen. I'm going to show you the lock screen real quick. Actually, I don't know why I did that. But right here we have the time and the date, slide to unlock. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And there's all my apps and stuff. Before I get into the operating system, I'm just going to give you some basic specs on it. It has a 600 MHz ARM11 CPU. It has 128 megabytes of RAM. It does have 8 GB of storage, like I said before. And it does run iOS 3.1.3, which was a $5 update from Apple. So in the corner on the left side over here, we just have the iPod and the Wi-Fi thing. Whoops. In the middle we just have the time, and the right we just have the battery status. And while we're talking about the battery is subpar on this thing. I mean, it only lasts for so long, maybe 2 days max. So it isn't really that good of battery. But I do have an app down here called Battery Info. This gives me the information on my battery. So it's at 100% right now because I just charged it not too long ago. But this is a cool app. Like I said before, it's running iOS 3.1.3. I'm going to go into settings here. I'm going to go into general. And then I'm going to go into about. So I can show you what's about. So there's the about menu. As you can see, it's running 3.1.3. Has 4.5 gigs free. And yeah, don't need to see my MAC address if it was there. Anyway, here are all my apps. I'm just going to go through a very quick run through of them. I have Safari, Calendar, Mail, YouTube, the YouTube app, which really sucks, Map, Weather, Clock, Notes, Google Earth, Google Search, Angry Birds, Facebook, Touch Piano, Zippo Lighter, which is really cool, shows off the accelerometer. We'll get into that in a minute. Battery info, settings, of course, stocks, contacts, iTunes, Bejeweled 2, BMW Z4, which is a cool app that also uses the accelerometer, dictionary.com, calculator, Need for Speed Shift, and Annoying Orange Kitchen Carnage. Down here we just have the dedicated ones. I have music, videos, photos, and the App Store. I will get into that later too. So first off, I guess we should show off the web browsing capabilities. It does I'm not sure which version of Safari this is, but it's okay at rendering 3D pages. And I do have Wikipedia loaded here with the iPhone 3GS. So there's how it renders images. There's text. Text looks pretty good. These are only a lot of scrolling to do though. And you have to press show every time you want to do anything. But it is pretty fast at browsing the web. It'll scroll all the way back up. And I'm going to go ahead and click. Excuse me for a minute. Man, why do I always have to do videos when that dang clock goes off? Anyway, I'm going to go up here to the search. And then, now, here's where the keyboard comes in. Keyboard is okay. It's okay for an iPod. I mean, you know, it's not that good. It's really, the keys are really small, so if I want to type parrots real fast, I already messed up, so it's a little bit of a drag, but whatever, you know. Alright, checking my mail is very fast, don't need to show you that. YouTube is actually something I would like to show. Let's go to my videos. I believe I'm already logged in here. Here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and play my fish video. It does load YouTube videos fairly well. You won't be able to hear any audio because another con about the first generation iPod is that it does not have a built-in speaker. So you'll have to use your headphones at all time if you ever want to, hear sound. And we got the maps, which I haven't really used a lot. Weather, clock, you know. Let's go ahead and try Google Earth because that shows off the graphics. Not sure what this has for a graphics processor, but it ought to be pretty good because it's getting around high quality games and all that. But we are loading Google Earth. Got the little spinny thing down there, we got the little spinny thing in the corner, we're all good. Spin your life away there. So here's Google Earth zooming in. It does work very well. It is a little bit choppy, but that is probably because of the low RAM. But anyway, it renders images pretty quickly. We have Angry Birds, Facebook, Touch Piano. I'm actually going to start with Angry Birds real quick here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and plug the headphones in. I'm going to hold one earphone up to the camera so we can see if it works. If it doesn't work, just let me know in the comments. Obviously, I won't be able to know without. Actually, forget this part. So I don't know why Angry Birds doesn't flip, the first time. I'll just hold it this way, I guess. Oh, now it flips. Ah, jeez. Alright, let's go ahead and click play. Let's go ahead and click Mighty Hoax. Let's go ahead to number 8. And yeah, so Angry Birds is pretty smooth. You can go ahead and throw a bird and then So you guys all know Angry Birds, all you iPod and iPhone viewers out there. Facebook works well, don't need to show that. Touch Piano, don't need to show that. Zippo Lighter, we can show that because this shows off the accelerometer in the device. Man, I'm already at 9 minutes, can you believe it? But yeah, so this is pretty cool. Just open up the lighter here. Then you can flick it. And the lighter will go on. But as you move the device, the lighter moves. The flame moves too. So that's pretty sweet. It's a very pointless app, but it's very fun to use. And as you can see, I put a word on the lighter itself, because you can do that. But yeah, it does show off the accelerometer, and it works pretty well. It's pretty accurate, actually. So that's a pretty fun thing, and if you just close it up, it's gone. That's real nice. Battery info, I already showed you that. Oh, now music. Now, I'm not going to play any music because of copyright reasons, but I was playing a little Maroon 5 here. But cover flow does work very nice. And as you can see, it just transitioned to cover flow. But I have a bunch of music in here, and swiping and everything works very fine. If you want to, it just flips over, you can touch it, and then it flips over an album, you can see that. That's pretty sweet. And then if you flip it over, the accelerometer notices that, and you just flip back to your music. So the iPod part works very well. Again, I can't show it because of copyright, and no external speaker on the device itself. Let's go over here. Not sure if there's anything else I want to show. We can show the BMW Z4, because that's pretty cool. So it does take a little while to load. Okay. You can skip this. The video is getting a bit long. Skip this too. Skip this too. And there's a lot of intro videos in this. Let's enable sound even though we can't hear it. A 300 horsepower paintbrush. That was funny. Alright, so let's go ahead and play. This is a cool app. Let's go ahead and start the engine. And here we go. And now you just tap the screen to go. And then you tilt the device to turn around and stuff. It's very sweet. So yeah, that's that app. You know, calculator, we can show calculator. It does have the little clicker, so it does click. So yeah, you know it's a calculator. We can do 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's not right. 2 plus 2 equals fish. Whatever. We'll talk to the math geeks later. So yeah. Anything else I want to show? I don't think so. Before we end this video, I want to do a couple cons and pros and all that. Couple pros. It's pretty thin. The locking does work very well. I do like the slide to unlock feature. Most iPods and iPhones, actually all iPods and iPhones and iPads and all that stuff have that. So I do like that feature since I'm new to Apple stuff. I do like the interface. It's very nice. I like iOS. I like how it's organized and how it works. Some cons. There is a fingerprint magnet. Like I said before, it'll literally suck the fingerprints off of your skin from across the room. Battery life. It's not that good either. So yeah, that's a couple pros and cons. Cons and pros, pros and cons, whatever. But yeah, that is a full review of the iPod Touch first generation. Overall, very nice device. I'm glad I got it. And yeah, so that is a review of the iPod Touch first generation. Thank you guys for watching.